Hey everybody, it's Jed and welcome back. So I've gotten a lot of questions recently about, oh, I love all the information and all the work I need to do to save money at the grocery store, but I just need to get dinner on the table for the next week and I just don't have very much money. So I'm going to start a new weekly series where I'm going to show you a full meal plan. I'm talking breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and a dessert, and it's going to be under $100. No weekly ad is needed, no coupons needed, and this is all shopping at Walmart because honestly, if you're in the US, odds are good you're pretty close to a Walmart. So let's dig in here. Now, for breakfast, I like to keep it simple and easy, easy to kind of do real quick. So, we're going to do some peanut butter toast with bananas. My kids are still pretty young, so maybe a third to a half a banana is all that actually gets eaten. So, I just kind of cut them up. We can do some overnight oats with apples and raisins. It's really good. It tastes kind of like an apple pie. We can also do some scrambled eggs with cheese on top and some toast. And I've just put, this one will be 2 times, this one will be 3 times, this one will be 2 times, but you can change that to however it works for your family. For lunches, we can do tuna salad sandwiches. And I know not everybody's a fan of tuna, so you can easily sub this out for chicken salad. We're going to do a veggie and pepperoni pasta salad with zesty Italian dressing. We're going to do some salad wraps with tomato, cucumbers, and cheese. And then, of course, we always have leftovers. For snacks, we're going to do carrots with dressing, apples with peanut butter, and my favorite, microwave popcorn. For a sweet treat this week, we're going to do oatmeal raisin cookies. And I do just want to note that I don't always have time during the week to make a sweet treat. So usually my meal plan starts on a Sunday and I'll cook whatever meal is going to take the longest and then probably uses the oven, and I'll also do the oatmeal raisin cookies that night so that way I can store them and then we can just have them throughout the night or throughout, each night. And I like to make the cookies kind of small so that way it just lasts that little bit longer. Now, you can do these in any order that you like. I just put them in an order that I typically would do. So, dinner number one, this is the one that I would usually do on a Sunday. We're going to bake a whole chicken with rice and sauteed carrots. And you can use whatever seasonings you have. You can totally dress up this white rice, add some butter, add some whatever vegetables you have, totally fine. And then after we cook the chicken, we're going to mostly eat the chicken breasts on this night. But before we put it up, we're going to go ahead and pull all the chicken off the bone so that way it's ready for dinner number two. Dinner number two is going to be that leftover chicken in a pasta with Alfredo sauce, broccoli, and a side salad. Now, on this night with the side salad, I would go ahead and cut up my tomatoes and my cucumbers so that way they're ready for different lunches, different items, and I don't have to cut them again. They're all cut all at the same time. Now, for this one, we're going to use Alfredo sauce for the pasta, but I want you to save about a quarter cup of that sauce because we're going to use it on dinner number six. Dinner number three is going to be ground turkey tacos with corn and refried beans. Now, because we're going to have a combination of refried beans and ground turkey, we're not going to end up needing to use the whole pound, but I want you to go ahead and cook the whole pound of ground turkey and go ahead and add your taco seasoning. All the leftover taco meat, we're going to save that for dinner number four. For dinner number four, we're going to do a leftover taco meat in a Mexican baked potato bar. And we're going to have side salads. Remember, we already cut up the tomatoes and cucumbers. So super easy. And just as a pointer, I like to make my baked potatoes in the microwave. You put them in for like 2 minutes, but you got to make sure to use a fork or a knife and kind of poke them first. I do like 2 or 3 minutes and then I turn them 2 or 3 minutes and I just keep going until they feel nice and soft. I know you can do them other ways. This is just quick and easy for me. And depending on how big your potatoes are, it may take a couple rounds, usually 3 or 4. Now, I would go ahead and cook some extra potatoes just because those are super easy for lunches. Dinner number 5 is going to be a pork loin with mashed potatoes and corn. And you may be wondering why we're having corn again. And it's simply for the fact that we don't always use an entire can of corn for dinner. We sometimes have some leftovers. And if we had any leftover of the broccoli, I would just go on ahead and combine those to be the vegetables for this dish. And then once we're done with the pork loin, we're going to save any of the leftovers for dinner number 6. Now, dinner number 6, we're going to use that leftover Alfredo sauce. We're going to use the leftover pork, and we're also going to use some pepperoni and pineapple, and we're going to make a Hawaiian pizza. Yes, it's a white sauce pizza, but we're going to use every ingredient to its maximum ability. Now, typically, I make the pizza dough from scratch, and my grocery list reflects that. But if you, for whatever reason, don't want to make it from scratch, you can easily just buy a mix. They're about $1 and they're super easy. You just use a fork and water. Totally simple. Now, here is the grocery list, and you're going to notice that I have separated out by section. This is part of what I was talking about with the strategic grocery list. This means that when you go to the produce department, you're going to see all of your produce. You're going to get everything on that list before you move to the next section. It's super efficient, and it keeps me from wandering around the store and possibly picking up some stuff I didn't come for. So, in the produce department, we're going to get about 8 bananas, 3-pound bag of apples, and I just put apples. We're just going to go with whatever apples are the cheapest. 1 head of lettuce. This could be iceberg, it could be romaine, it could be green leaf. I'm going for whatever looks the best and is the cheapest. A 5-pound bag of potatoes. This could be red potatoes, gold potato. You get the picture here. Whatever's the cheapest. We're going to go with 3 tomatoes, 1 cucumber, and a 2-pound bag of carrots. For the frozen food section, we're going to get 1 bag of mixed vegetables and 1 bag of broccoli. I did go for the broccoli florets this time, but other things you can go with broccoli cuts. That's totally on you. For the meats, we're going to need a pack of pepperoni, a whole chicken, ground turkey. I just do 1 pound, and then a pork loin. For the dairy section, we're going to need a full 12-count eggs, a gallon of milk, a 16-ounce cheddar cheese. And I would look because sometimes the block is cheaper, sometimes the shred is the same price. Go with what's convenient for you. Same thing with 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese and a container of sour cream. This last section I call the dry goods or the pantry. Basically, it's all the shelf stable stuff that's in the middle of the store. We're going to need a loaf of sandwich bread, peanut butter, quick oats, raisins. Now, on raisins, sometimes it's cheaper to buy the little mini boxes versus a big old container. So I just see what's available at the time. We're going to need 2 cans of tuna. You can substitute chicken. Pasta, you can use any style of pasta. So if you already have pasta at home, you wouldn't need to get more. Italian dressing. I like the zesty Italian, but if it's too strong for you, get what you want. Flour tortillas, microwave popcorn, a pound of white rice, Alfredo sauce, canned corn, refried beans, salsa, a can of pineapple, 5-pound bag of flour, and a 3-pack of the dry active yeast, and some brown sugar. The grand total of all of this, and this is prices at Seattle Walmart, is $82.39. So there's plenty of wiggle room here if you wanted to get more of this or something else. So trust me, this is a good base to start with. Now, I mentioned that this is going to be a new weekly series, so go head over to Facebook. I have a page there where I post these menus every Saturday, and they're on nice, easy cards to remind you, and it has the grocery list. So until next week, I hope you have a wonderful week, and please drop me any comments below about whether this menu would work for you and your family. Thanks.